What you're looking at here is the cockpit of the Bombardier Global 7500 business jet aircraft. It is their current flagship with significantly greater range and speed than the previous Global Express you have seen in my earlier videos. For the last 5 weeks, I have been in Dallas, Texas, in the USA, training on this aircraft, and I'm happy to report that on Monday I completed an FAA check ride and now hold a captain rating on this type. This is just a quick overview, and I plan to follow it up with a more detailed cockpit tour in the aircraft itself at a later date. As you can see, it is quite different to the cockpit on the old Global Express XRS. This one has 2 head-up displays, one for the captain and one for the co-pilot. The conventional flight yoke has been replaced by these side stick controllers, which operate through a fly-by-wire system that provides full flight envelope protection. Operation of these screens and the flight management system is done through these keypads and also through a mouse cursor control. Using this device, you can bring up a cursor on any of these 4 screens and make your selections, just like using a regular mouse on a computer. To give you an idea of how much additional range this aircraft has over the previous Global Express, I have drawn 2 routes in Google Earth. The red one represents the route we actually took flying to Rio for the Olympics in 2016. We departed Sydney, Australia, landed in Christchurch, refueled, continued to Argentina, refueled, and on to Rio. The new 7500 aircraft can do Sydney to Rio non-stop quite comfortably. There's the distance, just short of 7,300 nautical miles. The 7500 can do 7,700 nautical miles non-stop. This is what the aircraft looks like, and on the Bombardier Business Aircraft website they also have an interactive range map. It is currently situated on London, and as you can see, from London we could just make Broome in Australia. By selecting any of these other cities, it will show you what parts of the world are within range without refueling. From Sydney we can reach Los Angeles comfortably, and also Rio in Brazil. From Moscow we can make it direct to most parts of Australia. Interestingly, when you select Singapore, which is right near the equator, this part of the Earth is not within range without refueling. If you look at that on a globe model, it makes perfect sense. I'm yet to see a flat Earth model that will explain aircraft range maps accurately. So I'll play a number of clips that were taken about 2 years ago when the Global 7500 demonstrator visited Australia on its world tour. I was lucky enough to get on board. After that, I'll show you some footage from the current trip, starting off at Sydney Airport, where you can see how deserted the airport actually was, and also in Dallas during the winter snowstorm. I had no power or heating for 4 days, but I had plenty of warm clothing and non-perishable food. It was barely an inconvenience. So I'm in the cockpit of the Global Express 7500 demonstrator, and as you can see we've got screens, 3 main screens and then one down here, and this aircraft has a side stick fly-by-wire. It just feels very comfortable and natural. There's the head-up display, which also has a synthetic vision system.
Good morning. There you go. Thank you very much. Welcome aboard. A better view of maybe like that. This gives you a zoom in of maybe a couple of them. See what's going on outside.
Yeah, okay. Wow.
I was just using the one for the chocks to make sure we were chocked. Because, you know, I couldn't see without it, so it's quite useful.
And these are the HD cameras?
They were all over the place. Yeah.
Fantastic. The windows on this thing are absolutely huge. They're actually the biggest aircraft cabin windows I've ever seen. This is the pilot crew rest for long trips.
Oh my God, it's such a beautiful plane. The windows are insane.
This aircraft has a massive wing. This plane even has a window in the crew lavatory. So I'm currently at Sydney Airport in Australia, and this is the United Airlines Boeing 787 that will be taking me to San Francisco in the USA today. Here we can see a number of Qantas aircraft that are out of service and parked on the 0725 runway. The departure gate here at the airport is completely deserted. I was the only person in the check-in line this morning, and they told me that this flight has less than 20 passengers today. I have to wear a mask for the duration, so I have plenty of spares. These were custom made by Super Sally. Thanks, Sally. With less than 20 passengers, I should get a window seat.
Be quick here. Again, this is United 870. We'll be departing to San Francisco very shortly. Welcome on board.
And the road system over here is fabulous. It's just so easy to get around. My hotel is about 20 kilometres away from the training centre at Dallas Fort Worth Airport, but it only takes me about 15 minutes to get there and back.
Use the left lane to bear left to merge onto I-635 East towards I-35 East.
This is the car I'm driving. It's a Toyota Tacoma 4x4. It handles the snow effortlessly. And it also keeps the milk cold when you go grocery shopping. Look at the swimming pool now, Emma. It's completely covered by snow, and all the water is now ice. The whole swimming pool is ice. So with all the training now complete, I'm heading back to the lodge to pack my bags for the trip home. In Dallas, there is only one place I stay.